Under orders for this OSG Limited intermediate race. And away they go. On the way then to the first of their 18 fences, Upton Centurion in the pale blue jacket, one of the first to show, from Paddy Cards on the outside with the sheepskin noseband, and Pickersley in the yellow and blue. The back of the field, that bright green cap of Oh Toodles brings up the rear at the moment. This is the second. And Paddy Cards took over there from Upton Centurion, and Pickersley and Oh Toodles. So racing past the judge, a couple of circuits ahead of them. A little to choose between Upton Centurion in the pale blue on the inside of Paddy Cards in the blue and yellow. As they take this next one, then comes Oh Toodles, who races on the inside of Pickersley. On then to fence number 4, another plain fence, last one before their first open ditch. Paddy Cards on the outside, and Paddy Cards hit that one really hard. A really good sit there by Claire Hart. Probably didn't lose any ground, but kicked a bit out of the fence there. Paddy Cards then on the outside of Upton Centurion, and Oh Toodles and Pickersley, as they swing right-handed now and race towards this first open ditch. So it's Upton Centurion and James Jevons leading by about a length from Paddy Cards, a similar distance back to Oh Toodles, and then a length and a half to Pickersley. All jumped that open ditch well, and now they race on towards the riverside for the first time and on towards fence number 6. So up front, little to choose between Upton Centurion and Paddy Cards. Then Oh Toodles and Pickersley as they come to it. Good jump on the outside by Paddy Cards to join Upton Centurion. Little to choose between them as they race to this next plain fence, fence number 7. So Upton Centurion with a slight advantage coming into it from Paddy Cards. Once again a good jump by Paddy Cards, but so also Upton Centurion. 2.5 lengths in back to Oh Toodles and a half length to Pickersley as they make the long run now between fence number 7 and 8 along the riverside there, and still little to choose between Upton Centurion on the inside of Paddy Cards. Only a length and a half back to Oh Toodles and about a length to Pickersley as they come to this next plain fence, which is fence number 8. So Upton Centurion on the inside of Paddy Cards. Paddy Cards jumped on there by about a length from Upton Centurion, goes up again on the flat. Paddy Cards with about a length advantage now over Upton Centurion. Oh Toodles a length away, half a length then on the outside to Pickersley. So any of the 4 could win it at this stage as they race through their starting point and back on towards what was their first fence this time round. It's fence number 9, and Paddy Cards has gone on now for Claire Hart from Upton Centurion. You get a reminder there. On the inside is Oh Toodles, on the outside Pickersley. This will be the last next time. Paddy Cards jumped it well from Oh Toodles, Upton Centurion and Pickersley as they come and race up past us, past the judge. 8 fences to jump then, and on towards fence number 11. Paddy Cards and Claire Hart on the outside of Oh Toodles, then Upton Centurion and Pickersley as they took that one. All jumped it really well. Paddy Cards still pulling quite hard as they come to this fence that I made a bit of a mess of last time round. Fence number 12 this time, jumped it really well from Oh Toodles, Pickersley and Upton Centurion as they race to the far turn and prepare to swing right-handed and face their second open ditch, which is fence number 13. So Paddy Cards on the front end of things virtually throughout, leads by a length and a half from Oh Toodles, 3/4 of a length to Pickersley, couple of lengths to Upton Centurion as they take that one. Paddy Cards then by the best part of a couple of lengths from Oh Toodles in second place. On the outside of that one, Pickersley, the mare still going well, and they're beginning to go about 3 or 4 clear of Upton Centurion as they come now towards their 5th fence from the finish. Paddy Cards, it's all good stride there, jumped it really well. Pickersley is gone at that one. Pickersley is gone. Horse is up safely. Appears to be okay, but Paddy Cards in by a length and a half from Oh Toodles, about 3 or 4 lengths in back to Upton Centurion. Paddy Cards got in a bit close to that one, leads by a length and a half to 2 lengths from Oh Toodles. Upton Centurion being muscled along now to stay in touch with these first 2 as they race now along this long run towards the 3rd last fence. So Paddy Cards by a couple of lengths from Oh Toodles, who's not giving up in second place for Emmy Robinson. About 4 lengths then back to Upton Centurion, trying to stay with them as they now come towards this 3rd last fence. So Paddy Cards with a length advantage over Oh Toodles as they come to it. Paddy Cards over by a length from Oh Toodles. They're beginning to draw clear now of Upton Adventure, Freudian slip there, Upton Centurion, who's beginning to lose touch now with those leading 2 as they race now into the home straight, and Oh Toodles and Emmy Robinson has gone on. Oh Toodles has gone on by about a length and a half from Paddy Cards in second place. Paddy Cards on the inside with the sheepskin noseband as they come to this one. Oh Toodles a couple of lengths in front on the outside from Paddy Cards. They're clear of Upton Centurion, so just 1 fence to jump, and it is Oh Toodles and Emmy Robinson who come to this final fence, up and over safely, about 4 clear of Paddy Cards in second place. He wasn't too tidy at it, and it is Oh Toodles who is going to take this one. Oh Toodles from the Albrighton Woodland takes this one from Paddy Cards in second place, Upton Centurion 3rd and last.